everybody, this is Jewelyn. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Planting with Jewelyn. Welcome to my home here in Santa Monica, and it is Saturday afternoon. I just taught my morning classes. I filmed my Meet My Plant Friend plant tour featuring Anya's collection, which is a video up prior to this one. Go ahead and check it out. And it is a beautiful sunny day, even if it's in the middle of October. Weather here in Santa Monica is perfect. When I'm done with this, I'm gonna go ahead and gear up for the beach and take Abby down there, because that's like her happy place, and I love taking her out there because she just waits patiently for me while I work all day. So as you've seen in my recent plant hauls and come with me's, I've been doing a lot of plant shopping. I like to buy plants every week. I also like to gift plants, and I love being able to sell or trade. So that is all part of plant life, and I love all of it. With that being said, I'm constantly bringing new plants into my space, and my collection is 500 plus. When I go into these nurseries or when I plant shop, I pretty much have all of the plants that I already have in my collection, unless they're like rare plants and I'm looking for them. So in today's Planting with Jewelyn, I have no idea what direction I'm going with. I don't know what plants I want to plant up with. I do have my potting tray and my houseplant soil mixture here. I actually put it in a big plastic bin versus my Tiffany blue bin because I have a lot of plants I'm working with, so it's better to have it in this plastic container where I can go ahead and access it faster and easier. So this is the first plant I'm gonna plant up, and this is my Aloha Lowrider. My grandma has this plant that I got for her. Wow, this is really root bound. I've been recently seeing the Aloha Lowrider pop up in different plant nurseries. I've seen it in San Juan Capistrano, I've seen it in West Hollywood, and I've seen it in another nursery, I can't remember, but I ended up getting one, and I absolutely love alocasias. Alocasias are hit and miss for me. Some of them do really good, some of them stress me out. So let's see how the Lowrider does with me. I want to see what okay, no, this, I was gonna say like maybe we could put it in a plastic planter, but it just fits perfect, and I want a little bit more leg room. So let me see here. One of these white planters, I have two of them, and it comes with a saucer under. And I'm gonna see how it looks in this size planter on the taller side. Ideally I would want a short pot, so as you see this one is a little bit taller height wise than what I would want it to be in, but this is what I have currently right now, and I'm just gonna work with it. In the future, when I do pot shopping or trade out plants because they're not doing good, I can easily move this allocation to something else. But we'll see how this alocasia does, because again, they're picky plants. So I'm just gonna loosen up the root ball system, not too much, but enough to let its legs loosen up here, just a little. I think that's good enough. Okay, let's see how I like the positioning here. I think that's good. We'll see how it does in here, and again, like in a month or two, if it's not doing good, I'm gonna have to take it out and figure out what makes it happy. So my grandma is currently having her tea party in Hawaii in her home, and it is so adorable. Everything is pink there. I wish I could be there for the tea party, so I hope my grandma can send me some pictures. It'd be nice to see. She's inviting her besties of 50 plus years and close family and friends, so that's really nice. I know she's been planning on that when she was here with me, that she was looking forward to doing that for her friends and family. Okay, so let me step back, you know, take a look at how I like the aesthetic of the plant and planter, because again, I wanted a shorter pot for this, not so much a taller planter, but it works, it's doable. So I hope you like living in this. And again, this has a saucer under it, and maybe it'll live in my plant gang. I love that a lot. Look at it from far here, and it looks good. Okay, so that was a good choice. Let's go ahead and take out the watermelon peperomia. Now this is a very finicky plant. I had this plant about 3 years ago. Kira and I bought it in Las Vegas, and I don't know how long mine stuck around, but didn't last for more than a year, I don't think. And when I moved into the studio, it shortly died after, and I haven't repurchased the plant since. So I'm giving myself another chance to try to have this in my collection, and hopefully I'll do better this time around. And also, you know, it depends on where you get the plant and the vendor, and you know, every type of strain is different, so it could be the same plant and one could do better than the other depending on the grower. So let's see here. I'm not a fan of wire hangers. I just dump these. I don't reuse them, and I'm being very careful I don't break any of the leaves off. When I got the plant, there was already 3 leaves that had fallen off, so let's try to avoid that. I don't want to disturb the plant too much. Let's see how small the root ball is, and then I can decide what kind of planter to put it in. Not too much. Okay, so now that I see the size of the root ball, I'm gonna see if there's a plastic planter that can fit this one. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to put it in a ceramic, but definitely not a terracotta. Here is option A, plastic white planter. Maybe. I think this is gonna be the look. Hopefully it likes living in here. What do you guys think? I think this is the best living situation for this Peperomia. So I wish this watermelon good luck. I'm gonna set this on the side. That was an easy transition. These are plant babies from my subscriber. We did a trade. And if anybody knows the ID on this particular Philodendron, as you can see, there's variegation in the center. Sound off in the comments down below. So this is a cutting, and then there's also a bunch of cuttings in here, which I'm gonna take out and see what it looks like, and then I might rearrange it all in the same planter and then not touch it at all. So a lot of babies here. Okay, set this on the side. Then I have this white planter, which is just one I had laying around. And I'm gonna add some of my soil in with this soil mixture. Stir it up. That looks good. Okay, so ideally I would like to have this one in here, and then maybe the babies around it. Okay, that is what it's gonna be. Style the babies around it and fill up the planter that way. So once I do this, I'm just gonna let it be. Until it gets bigger. Okay, so I got 2 more babies here. Set this on the side. Let's fill up the planter more with soil, and then I'll add those small babies in. This is so exciting. Okay, now that this one is in the center, I'm gonna work with arranging them. Looks good. Just trying to get the babies around it. Stand up straight. Without damaging any of the leaves. You look good there. Okay, so now that I kind of got them into placement, I'm gonna add the last 2 babies. I think I want one here. The other baby next to it, and that's it. I'm not going to touch the plant. This is it. And here on the side. cute. Let's fill it up. This is a smaller shovel. Very cute. What do you guys think? How do you like me styling the babies with the larger propagated cutting? And then we'll see how they do ganged up together in this planter. We look from far. This looks good. So shout out to my subscriber and new plant friend Christine in Santa Clarita for these babies. They're so cute. So if any of you know the ID on this philodendron, sound off down below, because she didn't know the ID on this one. Okay, enough messing with it. I'm gonna let it be and settle into its new home. So I styled the babies all around the larger section, and this is what it ended up looking like. What do you guys think? I think it looks perfect. Let's go ahead and plant up my silver sword. I'm interested in seeing what the root system looks like. And this soil looks good, so I'm gonna keep it. And then take a look at the cutting here. So I'm just gonna take some of this off from the plant. So I see lots of roots here, and I can see where they took a cutting from right here. But I'm going to position the plant. Let's see. I mean, I could put it in here for now, and then later put it in here. I think I'm gonna do that because this root ball is not that big. So maybe like this, but it's so big. Look at that. And then this plant here, like size-wise, it looks better. So I think I'm gonna do this. I'll save the smaller planter for something else. Then I don't have to worry at all, like in the future. And since I don't know what's going on with this nursery mixture, I'm gonna add some worm castings. I'm gonna add some worm castings in here just to beef up this mixture. Sound off in the comments down below if you have a silver sword. Do you find it to be rare for you? And if you do have the plant, how big is it and how long have you had it? Did you have to order it online? Did you find it at a local nursery in your area? I think that'd be a fun comment to see. Alright, so this looks like a nice mixture. So the root ball again is small because it's a cutting, but the size of the leaves, like, it just looks better aesthetically with a bigger planter. So I'm not going to move this thing at all. This is it. It's forever home. Oh, that looks so good. Okay, let's fill it up. It's so fun. Let's see if the jewel orchid can fit in that white planter. That could be a good one for it. I think this looks good. I'll do like one more scoop and I think I'm good. That is it. Here's the final look, and I think it looks perfect. So I'm glad I was able to pot this one. Here's my jewel orchid, and I want to see if I can plant this one up. I want to see what's going on in this planter because there's a bunch of like choppy sections in here that's kind of stressing me out. So this is an orchid, but it's a terrestrial orchid, so it does need to grow in soil. I don't have much orchids in my collection. I do have my Epidendrum orchid, which I absolutely love. Okay, so this one is root bound, but I don't want to damage. So going to break open the planter. Just enough so that I can get the whole plant out without damaging anything of the plant. Ooh. Okay. So I'm throwing this one away. Now, let's look at the condition of the orchid. As you can see, it is root bound. And do you see how like there's a bunch of different sections that got chopped off? And it just doesn't look good. I don't like the way how it's growing. So I'm going to try to help it out as much as I can without ruining the plant. Okay. So I'm just trying to untangle everything before I start making any moves here. So I'm gonna try to propagate this because this is growing funny. So let's see how it does. It's growing crooked and that doesn't look good. Okay. I have another white planter. Let's see if it does well in this. If it looks decent. Okay. Well, because this is the only white planter that I have right now that fits this size of plant, I'm gonna just use it. So let me just add some of this in here, mix it up. This is my first jewel orchid, so let's see how well it does. And I'm gonna propagate this and see, and then I would like to have it fixed because it was growing lying down sideways across this whole section here and it didn't look good. So let's see how it does propagating. And again, this planter is on the tall side, so I don't know how the jewel orchid is gonna look in here aesthetically, but let's see. I mean, it's okay. I think I'm gonna just leave it for now. And then if and when I get a better planter for it, then I can do a switch. But I wanted to see what the root system looked like. And obviously it's been in that planter for a long time. So hopefully this nice fertilized mixture is gonna make it happy. And we'll see if it likes living in this white ceramic planter. If you have the jewel orchid, leave me down in the comments below, how do you take care of the plant, any tips or hacks on what it's like to own a jewel orchid. I would love to know because I am a first time jewel orchid plant mommy. That looks pretty good for now until I find a better planter for it, because as you can see it's like a little taller than I would like it to be height wise. I'll look through the collection over the next couple of days and see who's doing good, who's not doing good, and then anything I can make some switches. But this is what I have right now that's empty and what I can use for today's video. So let's see how it likes living in this type of planter, and I'll make changes if changes are needed. Okay, I think this is it for the plant. Let's look from afar. I mean, could be worse. When I find a shorter planter, I'll switch it out, but for now, this is the look of my jewel orchid. And let's see how it does in my collection. Last but not least, I have my Hoya multiflora. And let's see if it fits in that one white planter. Here we go. Can you come out right away? Oh, okay. Root bound. And as you can see, the nursery had took cuttings from all parts of this plant, which is pretty sad, but hopefully it'll grow and fix itself. This is really root bound. I wonder if you're gonna fit in here. Okay, so for now it's gonna live in this planter. When I get a larger one, I can go ahead and switch it out, but it fits in here perfectly. And I know Hoyas like to be root bound, so this is the current setup for my Hoya multiflora. Here is today's plant gang, and I'm really excited about today's planting with Jewelyn. I have a bunch of new babies. All of them are new in my collection. And as far as for repurchase babies, it's gonna be this Peperomia watermelon. My second time purchasing this plant, so let's see how it does. We'll see if I do better with the Los Angeles watermelon Peperomia versus a Las Vegas watermelon Peperomia. It's been about almost 3 years since I had my original plant, so wish me luck in that. So before I wrap up today's video, I wanted to do another plant friend shout out. Something I like to do when I do my planting with Jewelyn episodes. It says here, posted up on my DIY pot poles from Koi, and it says here, thank you for the dedication and hard work you put into making these videos. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. It means a lot to me, and it's definitely not easy to do daily uploads, but I'm well over 600 videos and I've been doing daily uploads for a while now. I do take breaks and space out my videos when I do travel abroad, but for the most part I do daily uploads on this channel, and I am trying to keep up with my vlog channel so you can see the Philippines content soon. So thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. And before I end today's video, I wanted to give everybody some water. So this is fertilized water, and then I am going to figure out where I'm going to put my plant baby. I would like to have my Aloha Lowrider live inside of my home, somewhere by the plant gang, and maybe even my jewel orchid too, if they could maybe live together. So that looks pretty good. I mean, if I could have all of these plants inside, I mean, the Hoya multiflora can live outside, but the rest of them I would like to see how well they do inside of my home. The rest of this is gonna go to my Monstera Adansonii. And then let's go ahead and mist these plant babies. So sound off in the comments down below, what was your favorite plant in today's video? It was really cool to plant up new babies into my space. And again, I'm just using planters that I have stored in my potting bench. So these taller planters, I mean, the Aloha Lowrider looks good in it. For the jewel orchid, I would like to see it in a shorter planter. So we'll see when that happens, when I come across one. But for now, this is what it's going to live in. So that's gonna wrap up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed another fun planting with Jewelyn, featuring all of my new plant babies. Sound off down in the comments below if you have any of these awesome plants in your collection. Do you find them to be rare, or do you find them to be common plants? I think for the most part they're all rare plants. We'll see if the Aloha Lowrider pops up more often, but it hasn't been popping up until now, so you know, I love it. I love it, all of these plants. I am going to gear up and take Abby down to the beach and see where I can style these new plants in my home. And stay tuned for a fall plant tour, another 4-part series. I'm going to be gearing up and cleaning up my space for that big tour. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until next time, aloha from Santa Monica, California. Bye.